Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, Coach K.
What's up? What's going on, Kalia?
Nothing much, nothing much.
How's everything going on? How's everything going? Look like you fresh out of the lab.
Yes, I did some yoga this morning, so it was a little more, different than what I normally do. But I'm trying
That's
to
what
switch it up a little bit.
that's what so I need some yoga in my life. I'm so sore, so tight. Everything hurts.
Me too,
How
me
was the
too.
yoga today? You taught the yoga today or did you did a class?
So on YouTube, I just Googled like yoga, and then I
Okay.
found this lady, and she has like a 30-day yoga program. So I was
Ooh,
like, let me try it out. I can send it to
okay.
you.
Okay, yeah, please do, man. I need it, man. I'm so sore. We just started our little online boot camp finally this week. So I'm sore, man. I'm getting my butt kicked, kicking my
Mm,
own butt. So how's everything
yeah.
going? It's so good to see you. Thanks for being on the show today.
You're very welcome, but everything's going good. Just taking advantage of the downtime to get some things
Yes.
done. So,
Yes. Amen to that. Amen to that. So would you like to first just share your name and then just a little background story, like your name, your occupation, and what you do?
okay. So my name is Kalia.
Ah,
And two, if I'm gonna just give you a little background with my Instagram name, Kalili. A lot of my family members call me that. My middle name is Lily, and my first name is
okay, I was
Kalia.
gonna
So
ask
they
you about
just
that
put
too.
them, yeah, they put them together, Kalili.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's me. I'm right now actually was just finishing my job as a PT tech, a physical
Okay.
therapist technician at a physical therapy clinic. And then, since all that's been going on, I halted that, and I'm just ready for school. So
Nice.
you can call me a full-time student. That's what we'll
Okay, I
call
like
myself, a
that.
full-time student.
Okay, kind of like a full-time student. So you originally graduated 2 years ago in 2018, correct? And what was your degree in that year?
Yeah, so in 2018, I graduated with my bachelor's in health science. And
Okay.
from there, I went ahead and got my master's in biomedical science and graduated in 2019. And then here
Nice.
we are in 2020, about to start my program for my doctorate in physical therapy.
Woo! I like that. So we got the bachelor's degree, the master's degree. Now we going for the doctor's degree. I love it. That's so amazing. So, what is your biggest drive of continuously educating yourself?
Um, I just honestly feel like the sky's the limit. Like since I was a young girl, my great grandfather always instilled in me the importance of education and being
Right.
able to get the most education you can to be your own boss. He always said, "I want you to be your own boss. I don't want you working for nobody else." So to
Right.
do that, you have to get that education and get that level where you can sustain on your own and not necessarily have to rely on anyone else. So him in my head always is just pushing me to keep going, keep going, keep going, learn more, do more. The more you know, the more you can do, the more you can help others. So that's just like how I feel. Why not go
That's
for the top? If you're gonna do it, go for the top.
That's so awesome. I'm gonna try to not to get emotional because we got a lot of business to handle. But I'm looking at you and your growth as far as a human being, as far as a person, as far as you educating yourself, bachelor's degree, master's, now you're going to get your doctorate. And all I remember is the little skinny girl,
Yes.
in the gym, just getting started, out fresh out of high school, going into college, and now you have so many amazing things going on, and I salute you. I tip my hat to you
Thank
for
you.
that. So, uh, and you're going into college, and I remember, coming up to your father's gym. That's
Mhm.
that's like my brother. That's why I call you my
Right.
niece. And coming to the gym, and at that time, you guys just had like it wasn't a small space, but you guys had
Small
so many
space.
people there, like
Mhm.
we really couldn't rock and roll like that. So it's like we got like 10 people inside of the gym in the warehouse, and then we got like
Mhm.
20 people outside. We're taking people for laps. And that one Sunday we had like 70, 80 people there.
Something like that.
It was crazy. So it was time for growth. So you guys had the small the small location then, and you were kind of like you were like you were flirting with the training aspect,
Mhm.
everything. But you were trying to get yourself right. You were trying to
Right.
gain a little bit of weight. I remember we got you situated on the
Yes.
meal plan, got you lifting more weight because the women were so scared of lifting weight. So
Right.
I'm glad that we implemented that aspect because me and your father we complement each other so much with what we do, and
Mhm.
that's why like that's one of my favorite people in the world. So like you guys had the boot camp and slash CrossFit thing going on. We come, implement the nutrition, implementing the importance of females lifting weights. And
Right.
then next thing you know, everybody was already losing weight like crazy and getting fit. And now we got people getting muscular. I seen your whole body transform,
Yeah.
like right in the midst of, I seen you as a person transform, but now I see your body transform. So next what happened was you became a trainer.
Yep.
So what made you go from, being this very, very successful college girl, speed tracked your bachelor's degree, speed tracked your master's degree to say, something, I wanna be involved in what my father have going on, and I want to become a trainer too. Like what clicked like light bulb and made you want to become a trainer?
I would honestly say I was already kind of just, so for me, I'm already a people person. Like I love people. I love interacting with people,
Right.
encouraging them, motivating them, getting them to, go past their limits. So being in that environment with my dad, being around you guys, seeing like how exciting it is to coach people and get people to push your limits, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the exercises. Like I might as well like step up and do the same thing. So it's just a
Right.
matter of really just seeing the impact that you kind of have on people's lives. And I knew that's something that I would want to do. So I decided to do the same thing. Like I was like,
That's
it's time
awesome.
for me to step up to the plate. Like I know
That's
I'm more
awesome.
than capable.
That's awesome. So it was dope because you went from, doing like the Sunday boot camps,
Hmm.
the boot camps is like a lot of jump ropes and running around the building, push-ups, burpees. And then next thing you know, now you're teaching weight training classes. I see you with the trap bar. You got the deadlift bars stacked up with plates. You're doing power cleans. That was so amazing. Like it's so like first of all, so amazing to just to see like the personal growth and to see you grow. So for me to see you go from, teaching the boot camps on Sunday, just barking, following me in your dad's footsteps, which is awesome, barking. And now you're like in the mist. You're like in the pit
Uh-huh.
with the ladies. You got the trap bar. You're doing farmer carries, up and down power cleans and lift. Like, what made you want to elevate your fitness game to the next level?
For me, as I got older, I realized that okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit. When I first started, to be honest, even getting into fitness as like young, high school and everything, I was just like, I just want to work out because I want to be able to eat whatever I want and
Right.
really not change my body. The more I got into it, the more I got older, like the more I really learned the importance of health in the body. I'm like, nah, like I got to do more than this. I got to lift. Like I got to get like strong. You know what I mean? That
Right.
goes a long way. And for me, it's more of a practical reasons. I like to lift and push my body for practical reasons. Like I was telling someone the other day, like I want to be able to grab and take my grandma's groceries in one trip. Like that makes
Oh,
me
I
feel
like that.
strong. Like driving, holding my grandma groceries one trip, not
Right.
having to go back. Like those type of things excite me. Like so I was like, I gotta push myself in the gym. I gotta see my limits, and that's just what was like. All this jump rope and stuff is cool, but what can I do to push myself? So that's
That's
what I was
awesome.
like. These weights is where it's at, and that's like how I try and tell people, like, think of the practical reasons. It's not just lifting for, of course the physique, it looks nice, but it
Right.
has more practical aspects to it, and that's what really interested me.
Wow, most definitely, because I seen the whole transition. Like the transition from the gym went from, let's see how much cardio we could get in, let's see how much weight we could shed, and then it's like you took it to the next level with the weight training, and then it was like
Hmm.
all the females, no matter if they were 15 years old or 50 years old or 60 years old, they wanted to
Yeah.
start weight training. So you definitely set a trend with that. Like in my eyes, like people who
Right.
can see it the way, in my eyes, I see you as a trendsetter with the whole weightlifting aspects. Because now, when I was going through in the morning, I see all the ladies, they want the dumbbells, they want to do arm curls now, they want to do
Uh-huh.
shoulder press. But you were like the first person I seen do it. So you definitely motivated and inspired that whole culture of women to see weight training as not just, what bodybuilders do or what men
Hmm.
do. So I definitely tip my hat to you on that. And the more important part about it is you didn't say you were like weight training and stuff because you wanted to be in a competition or you
Right.
wanted to be an NPC or you wanted to be stronger than the guys. You said you wanted to do it for your mindset, push
Hmm.
first, and then second, so you could take those groceries in one shot because that's what real women do, right?
Yep, it makes
I
a
like that.
difference.
That's so dope. So when we first got started, you guys were already, grinding so crazy up there. We come up, get the extra push in a little location. Next thing you know, we had to shut that down, and you and your father, opened up the larger location,
Yep.
that's in West Kendall. How did that transition make you feel to go from a smaller spot to a big warehouse? How much of an impact do you think you guys made with that?
Well, when I realized, kind of even early on while we were in the smaller spot, how we were packing that thing out and we had
Right,
to take the classes outside, I was like, oh, like this is something like the people loving, like they loving what we're
right,
doing, the energy we're bringing. So then to have to like really just forego that to go to something bigger to accommodate the people and their wants, I was like, wow, like we're really actually making an impact in our community. Like
right,
it's not every day or it's not too many times that people take an interest in their health. And when people are doing that, like that's big to me because
right,
a lot of people don't take an interest. So for us to have that impact and to have people who want to work out, to have people who want to do better for
right.
themselves, and we were able to give that and help them with that, that made me feel really good.
That's awesome. So, right before the pandemic hit, and we're on punishment now. We can't come outside. We can't have company. This clown got his own lockdown. No problem, no. I seen the transition go from, uh, my big brother. He had other things going on. He's a jack of all trades, which is
Yes.
awesome. So we seen a transition from, him, us to you. You being the lead person responsible for the gym. How did that make you feel knowing that all the responsibility was on you and you had to be the one to do all the encouraging, you had to be the one, pushing and driving people, but you did it so passionately. Like, how did you feel about just hearing, hey daughter, I need you to do this, and that. Like, how did that transition make you feel?
It definitely was um a transition. You could say that,
Right.
but I was able to be honest. Like it was a team of us, so it kind of helped me to just kind of fall in line. We had Jaha who was able
Can't
to
forget
take
about
a
Jaha. Shout out
yes
to Jaha.
who was able to take a big help with that, especially even coming from the other location. And then as we got more people, and then we really had to do that transition, and someone to finally be able to do it full time, I was more than like ready and willing to do so because when you love something or when you're passionate about something, it doesn't feel like work. So
Right,
coming to the new location and really having to put more, effort into it and doing it more full time. So because Jaha and my dad do, they have kids, they have other things going on. So I was
right.
more than willing and ready to take that step for what we needed. So it was really nice to kind of just get that aspect of what all goes into business.
Right.
Being able to see the back end of it and him kind of like trying to show me the hard way by not doing things or letting
Right.
me like just figure it out on my own and
That tough love.
realizing how tired, yeah, the tough love.
Yeah.
So it definitely was a smooth transition though because it was a team of us and I was able to see how they were already doing it and I just kind of like slid right in there and then we got our other trainer Ebony who just
Shout
helped
out
us
to
right
Ed.
along. Yeah, so
Right.
it's just been a great team effort and like now we just kind of all like leading and we're a team of leaders so it's actually been a good transition.
I like it. The thing I love most about Gia Fitness is it's a community. It's a community of people that everybody have the
Yes.
same ambitious ways about going about their health and fitness. From the coaches there all the way down to the people that come there from the community. So that's one aspect that I always love
Yeah.
about what you guys do. You want to know what else I love? And is a lot. We have a lot of young women in fitness here, and I'm glad that they logging in. I love the fact that you take your mother and you work out with your mother. I love the fact that you have your grandmother
Yeah.
at the gym working out with you, getting busy with weights, ladies,
Yeah.
with weights, getting busy. How does that make you feel? That you go from a stage in your life where your grandmother and your mother are taking care of you, and now you're the one taking care of them. How does that make you feel?
It honestly makes me feel really good to know that like they kind of look to me for something that like I can help them with, something that I can take under my wing and just really push them in that aspect. So it really does, you see that circle of life and you see that change of where I start to step up now and having to push them and motivate them for their health and, you know, all that stuff. So it does
Right.
make me feel good. It makes me feel encouraged when they're coming to me, asking me questions about stuff. And, you know,
Right.
I'm thinking of ways or I'm always looking up stuff for my grandma that she could do. One of them who has, you know, issues with the back, the other one who can't, who has to do all her exercises sitting down. So just being
Right.
able to take that initiative and do those things and look up those things for them, like, it just honestly feels good because I'm
That's
using my
awesome.
expertise and my skills to help my family. And it's like, there's no better feeling than
That's
that.
awesome. That's awesome. Uh, I've seen it, but not like on a level heavy like you're doing it. Like that's so that makes my heart so fulfilled when I see that. Like when I see the selfies with you and your mom and your grandma and y'all out there getting it.
Yeah.
Grandma excited, mom is excited. Like that's so dope. There's like so many families that's involved in your gym. It's like, you know, moms and
Hmm.
daughters, moms and sons, you know,
Yeah.
and that's incredible because first of all, a lot of people don't like working out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a lot of people, they go to the gym to escape their family, escape the kids. And in the case of Gia Fitness, everybody's going together. Listen, let's
Yeah.
all get in the car. We're going to all go work out. We're going to have fun. Our coaches, very, very, you know, excited,
Hmm.
pumped up. The music's going to be dope. And we're just going
Yeah.
to have a lot of fun. So I definitely miss that aspect. Another thing I definitely miss, and I want us to do this again when this quarantine is over. I miss the picnics. I
Yes.
miss the
We were
skating
just talking about
parties.
that.
Yeah, I missed the potluck, so we definitely need to get that ball back bouncing. So, prior to you getting into fitness and
Hmm.
into the family business, were you ever involved in any sports? Like, did you like any sports growing up, or did you play any sports growing up?
Yeah, so I was a cheerleader. That was my thing. I was
That's
never
a sport.
the,
That's a
yeah, I
sport,
was
though.
never really the, you know, volleyball or anything like that. So I was a
Right,
cheer person, you know, smiling all over the place and stuff like that. So that's my
right,
thing.
right.
But as far as any other thing than that, no, that's all I was into, cheerleading.
Okay. Do you like sports? What's your favorite sports? If you go to any live sporting events or on TV, what sport do you watch?
I would watch football. That's the only one that really interests
I
me.
love football.
Basketball, you know, but
Right.
football is my main thing. And oh, going back to your last question, how could I forget? I used to do Taekwondo and MMA for a
Oh,
little
okay.
period of time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
That
what's
was
up.
actually pretty cool. And to be honest, that's where a lot of my, even though that's a long time ago, I promise, and I tell
Right.
people all the time, a lot of my core came from when I did that. All them kicks and stuff that we had to do every day. That's where a lot of my core came from. Those kicks. So
That's
those
awesome.
people who do that boxing and stuff, keep going. That core is coming. I'm telling
Oh
you.
yeah, definitely. You heard it from the horse's mouth. And then your brother he also does MMA and he be kicking people's, you know what,
Hmm.
all over the place, which I
Yep.
love. So how's your brother doing, and is he involved in like the whole fitness aspect with you guys too?
Yeah. So my brother, he doesn't necessarily like do the fitness aspect, but he's definitely a part of the business. Like, you know, he knows
That's
the
awesome.
ins and outs of stuff like that.
That's awesome.
But you know, he does his recreationally, his little lifting just to keep himself in shape. But
Good.
he is, you know, we have him on the business aspect. But that's, you know, as far as it goes for him, you know, we don't bother him too much on that part.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So as of right now, is there any women or males that inspire you as far as fitness wise? Like if it's any morning that you want to go to the gym, but you like I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm tired. I'm beat up. I want to do this or that. Is there anybody that inspire you to go to the gym or to work out or to continuously stay motivated with your fitness or your gym activities?
um, to be honest, no.
No. You okay? I like that.
I
Me too.
honestly, like, I don't really look to anybody for like, oh, I want that such and such body. Like, I never
I like
really
that.
kind of was that person. It's just a matter of I do, um, you know, I do like appreciate the consistency that I see of other people, and that kind
Nice.
of pushes me. But I never
Right.
really kind of just have someone in mind where I'm
Right.
like, you know, such and such, I bet they're working out. Let me get up. No, I never really
I
did
like
that. I
that.
just kind of I learned to kind of start looking into myself and just really pushing it for myself and knowing like what I want to do or, you know, the type of body or type of health levels or and fitness levels that I want to reach. So I just kind of learned to look into myself. I never really kind of looked to other people for that, to
I
be
like that.
honest.
I like that. That's a great answer because I'm the same way. Like my biggest motivation is knowing like where I've been before. You know, I've been skinny, malnutrition before. I've been to the point where I couldn't see my feet, you know, belly hanging out. So I've been there, and I know I don't want to be there no more. So that's my biggest motivation. That was a great answer. So, all right, we locked down. This clown got us. I don't know what this clown is doing. We've been locked down for 2 months, two and a
Much.
half months. You know, so right now all the gyms are closed, you know,
Hmm.
unfortunately, and we'll be back, you know, full force before we know it. So what are you doing right now to help keep yourself motivated, keep yourself inspired, and also to motivate your clients right now, being as though all the gyms are closed?
Right. So I've just honestly been telling them and pushing them that we have to just make best of the situation that we're given. You know, these are the lemons we have, so just make the lemonade with what you got. I mean, it may
Oh,
not
I
be the
like that.
sweetest, it may not be the sweetest, but it's gonna be lemonade at the end of the day. So the
Right.
weights or no weights, get that workout in. Even if it's not as intense as you used to be, literally I just tell people movement is medicine. So even if you're only doing 30 minutes a day, you just doing something just to get that blood flowing, go for a jog. You know, I'm telling you, I've been loving riding around and seeing everybody out on their bikes, seeing
It's
everybody
incredible, right?
running, seeing everybody walking, like, and that's all I've been telling them. Even if you don't, you know, some people are kind of depressed and in these states, just get out and walk, even if you're not doing no heavy lifting, just something physical to get those
Right.
endorphins flowing. So that's what
Right.
I just kind of been telling them. Something is better than nothing. So even if it's
True.
not the full hour, you can't do all the squats and stuff that you used to doing. That's everybody going through that. So at the end of the
Right.
day, what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? So
Right.
just you don't just stop, you just adapt. So that's
Yeah.
kind of just how I've been doing it and doing it myself. I have days where I'm like, oh, you know, this quarantine got me feeling lazy. But I just
Right.
go out and do something for a quick 30, 20 minutes, get that blood flowing, and you feel better. You feel happy. And
Right.
that's what I've just been trying to tell them as well.
That's awesome. I feel the same way. It's like I hate running, I hate jogging, but I've been running so much. You know what I mean? I've been jogging so much. I went jogging this morning, and it was just so many people out. It was so many people out on their
Mm-hmm.
bikes. You didn't see all these little corny little motor scooters I always see on
Yep.
my little pathway. None of them. You didn't see people on the motorcycle. You seen people walking,
Yep.
running, skateboards. I seen a couple people
Yep.
on skateboards. Like, it is so incredible. Like, how people are taking all the negative effects from this quarantine and pandemic and turning it into positive. So that's awesome. So are you guys doing like any type of online training right now?
Mm-hmm.
Online programs, and how can people find them? Would you like to
Yeah.
share that?
Yeah, so we have Zoom classes every day from 9 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Okay.
And if you know people want to pay for them, we have the information on our page at Gia Fitness.
Okay.
Or if you you know, it's $5 a class, but we have specials as well. Like the more that you purchase, like you get some free
Right.
and stuff like that. But also Wednesday at 6 and Sunday at 2, we do a live workout that's free for
Okay.
anybody who wants to join. So if you go
That's
on the
awesome.
Gia Fitness Insta, you can either join the Zoom link or just
We'll try
watch
that.
us and you can join us. We're trying to just really get the people going, and we've had some new people join us from there. So it's really incredible to see that people are looking for ways to, you know, get in shape and get healthy.
I like it. So you have classes. I'm pinning this right here, so it's
Okay.
gonna stick. There we go. Bow. That's right, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got classes for the members, and then we have free classes 2 days out of the week, which is incredible because the free classes let people get a taste of what you guys have going on. So, because
Hmm.
here's the thing, though, even though you guys are doing free classes twice a week, people are going to pay for what they love because they're going to feel they're going to love supporting you.
Right.
So I like that. I like that a lot. 2 days out of the week, you guys get a free class if you go to at Gia Fitness. That's awesome. So locked down on quarantine, you got the online classes popping. What are you doing to stay consistent as far as your nutrition plan right now? Like, what are you doing to help motivate yourself? Like, are you meal planning? Are you
Hmm.
meal prepping? Like, what are you doing to stay consistent with those goals, your health goals?
Right. So as far as the nutrition aspect, I would say I'm doing more of the plan aspect. But what I've also been doing, I have been giving myself a little more leeway, and you know, sometimes like just being locked down and everything does kind of take an effect. So I do allow myself to have those little times where if I want to just kind of snack on something, but you know
Right.
what, I make sure later that day or the next day I'm going to work out.
You
So
get
I
it
do,
in.
yeah, I get it in. I do give myself a little more leeway, but also my products that I'm using, you know, of course, my Herbalife tea, my Herbalife protein, then I also
Uh,
have my detox tea that I'm using, my multivitamin. So really just, there we go, keeping it all, you know, keeping that a part of my nutrition really helps because we're human, we're going to lack. So, you know, I
right.
use my supplements to counteract that. And it's really been a big help for me. And honestly, like, over time, I learned just to kind of just feel my body and know, like how I'm feeling. If I
Right.
feel like I haven't had enough water, enough greens, or anything like that. And just honestly, when I've been going to the store, I don't buy the junk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I make sure that I'm buying healthy snacks. I'm buying things that are nutritious for me. So
Right.
that's honestly been a help, because if it's not here, then I can't eat it. So
I
I
like
make
that.
sure that I get what's good for the body. And
Right.
honestly, I'll kind of save, like, say if I do want to indulge on something, I'll save that for one day out of the week. And I think honestly that's what's been helping me. And I honestly
Right.
didn't notice it until I took the picture the other day that you posted for my thing.
Right.
I was like, oh wow, like my abs
Abs is
actually in
litty.
check. Like they was in
Abs is
check
on
because
fuego. I'm like, hold on now. Look at my knees. Hold on. Let me screenshot this.
yeah, I haven't been eating crazy, so it's just
So,
really a matter of just knowing like what the week, what's to come for the week, and knowing what I want to eat and how I'm going to plan it out. So planning definitely helps always. Meal
right.
planning is always going to be your best bet.
You guys hear that? So she eats what she wants out of moderation, but she works for it. So I like that you shared that, because sometimes, well, not sometimes, all of the times, a lot of people come to Instagram for motivation and
Mhm.
inspiration, but all they see is the highlights. They don't see the
Mhm.
behind footage. They don't see the Doritos and the cheesecake. All they see is
Yeah.
us with the salads and the shakes and the chicken and the turkey and
Exactly.
the veggie burgers. They don't see that we're human too. So I'm glad that you shared that. That it's okay to indulge out of moderation, but just make sure that you repay yourself, because the
Mhm.
investment is in your body. I'm glad you shared that, because people only just see the highlights. Like, people
Yeah.
always inbox me and be like, "Is this all you eat?" I'm like, "No, this
Right.
is
No.
not all I eat. This is all I'm going to post, though." But if you want to get on the meal plan, I can help you and teach you, how you can eat what you want out of moderation. But thanks for
Mhm.
sharing that, because a lot of women, a lot of men too, but a lot of women, they start on these meal plans and they call them diets, and
Right.
then after the first week of not being able to have what they want, they relapse over the weekend, and then they quit
Mhm.
the whole thing. So I'm glad that you shared that, because now you're giving these young ladies hope that they can get on these meal plans and still be successful and still eat what they want, but out of moderation, which
Right.
is which is good. Kalia, do you mind sharing how old you are right
Oh,
now?
of course. Yeah, I'm 23. I'll be 24
Hold on, whoa,
in
whoa, whoa, whoa.
August.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. Bachelor's degree, master's degree, this summer doctor's degree, co-gym owner, you know, and you're how old again?
23.
23 years old. Incredible. Incredible. Do y'all hear that? It's never too young to start, never too late to start. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That motivates so many people, and that I thought it was important for you to share your age, because some people think that I'm 20 right now, 22, 23
Mhm.
right now. I'm going to party till I'm 30 or till I'm 35, and
Nah.
then I'll jump into the business. You're 23 years old. You already been into the family business for like the past 5 or 6 years.
Mhm.
That I've known strong into it, and then you're taking this downtime to just make your business aspect of it just even stronger, because you're
Yep.
feeding your brain, you're feeding your body, you're making investments into more knowledge. You said you was doing yoga earlier. Please send me
Yeah.
the yoga program. I need that. I'm
I
so sorry.
will.
I'm an old man over here. I got to crack these bones. It take me 20 minutes to get out the bed now.
I
So I
got you,
need
Coach K.
you got me. All right, I appreciate that. So I think that's very, very important to share that, because some people think that they could just take the younger ages and just do whatever they want.
Mhm.
You're creating a path in your life where by the time you're 30, you can do whatever you want. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Instead of
Right.
starting your life at 30, you already got a jump start. So one day, we don't know. You might have,
Exactly.
these Gia Fitness,
All
Kalia
over.
gyms all over the place. It might be, a
That's the
thousand, a
plan.
thousand. I'm like shutting Planet Fitness down.
That's the
So
plan.
I think that's incredible. I think that's amazing. Before we let you out of here, we want to take five. You got time for like five
Yeah,
questions?
I'm time. I got
All
time.
right, guys. So, guys, if you have 5 questions, or if you have 8 questions, we can light the comments up, and we'll take 5 questions. Uh, but until these questions come, another question for you: what do you think is the most challenging aspect about being a business owner, being
Ooh.
an entrepreneur?
Um, I would say the most challenging aspect is entrepreneur wise is that since it's yours, you have to be the one to really sit back and look up the new ways to innovative ways of how your industry that you're in, how it's changing, how you can adapt, how you
Right.
can keep up. Because if not, you don't adapt, you're gonna go out of business at the end of the day. So
Right.
it's just a matter of staying organized, knowing what's the latest, knowing what's going on, knowing what everyone around you is doing, so that you can keep up, and that so that you can continue to change your business and keep it growing. Also, for us, I would say, because it's a people based business,
Right.
you have to always be, that smile, that people
Right.
person, looking to, please the people at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, they're paying for a service. And if you're not giving them that A1 service, they can take their money elsewhere. So
Right.
it's just as important to have that customer service, have that warm environment that they want to be a part of, make your business something that's welcoming to people, something that's an escape for people. So just really balancing out the logistics and balancing out the research that goes behind the scene, balancing out the
Right.
day-to-day operations of keeping it clean, keeping it something that people want to be in. All of that is just, I would say, some of the most challenging things
Right. But you make it
that
happen.
comes with. Yeah, I mean, if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? You know what I mean? Like, so it
Facts.
got to be done. So that's
Facts.
how I feel about it.
I like that. So the biggest take I take from that is the gym is always going to be the gym. So it's not about the gym, it's about the people that's in the gym.
Hmm.
Because I come there in the morning and it takes me, 15, 20 minutes to get to your gym. And I was coming, 4 or 5 days out of the week, and
Right.
I'm passing, I passed 30 gyms on the way
Yeah.
there. Including the gym I have here. I'm passing them to come there because I love the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere there. So that's incredible. Oh, we got our first question. What's up, Ab? How do you handle putting in the time for both school and work? Great question.
Oh yeah, that is definitely, and that was honestly one of my biggest struggles. When I transitioned to undergrad at UM, I honestly had to start like figuring out, okay, how am I going to do this? Like, what am I going to figure out? I went from, not basically, before I worked out like maybe 5 days a week. So I had to take time and realize, okay, like I had to put just as much effort and time into school. So, but I still need to work out and exercise. So I took it down to 3 days a week. And I said, these are my set days that I'm going to work out. And if I have time for another day after the fact, okay, cool, that's a bonus. But I made sure that I designated an hour for those 3 days out of that week that I worked out, so that the rest I can put to my studies. What I did is, I talked about this on a video I did last week, actually. You have to make it a part of your priorities and your responsibilities. So don't look at it as like, oh, something I have to do. Like, no, prioritize it just like you prioritize everything else. Put that exercise, put that working out in that schedule, so that it has its own part in your life. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Time
So that's
management.
what time management. That's what I had to do. Just realize, okay, like not working out is not an option. So
Right.
I put it in 3 times a week. That way I can have all the other time to work out and to study and do what I need to do to keep up with my grades. So
Wow.
that's how I had to do it.
Great answer. Hopefully she answered your question. That was, I couldn't have said it any better. That's a great answer. Uh, First of all, I really, really appreciate you coming on the show today. I'm very, very proud of every single thing that you're doing. It seems like every time I turn around, you're accomplishing another milestone in your life, and that makes me happy. That makes me so happy, and it makes me so joyful to see. When I met you, you were, I think in 11th grade or 10th
Yeah,
grade
I
in high school,
think
and
so.
now to see you grow into this very, very powerful, young African American woman, it
Hmm.
just brings so much joy to me. Like, we're going to look at this video that we're going to look at this interview, 3 years from now, and the growth is just going to be even more. We're going to be like, oh my God, can we believe
Right.
we were like that? And it's great now. Like, this is perfect. But we're going to be like, can you believe like how far we came?
Yeah.
Uh, I wish you 1,000 years of success. I want you to continuously keep, educating your mind and keep growing as a person, because you have grown into one hell of a young lady. You have grown into one hell of a motivator and inspirer. I seen the video that you posted last week chatting with Kalia, and it was
Yeah,
so dope.
you helped me a lot with that, because I talked to you. I talked to you. I
We
said
do.
I just want to get in front of the camera. You was like, just do it, Kalia.
Just
You
do it.
told me. You said just do
Just
it.
do it.
So
Just
I
do it.
just did it.
And I love it. I love going on your story, seeing how you break things down. I remember we had that conversation. Like you said, like you're good with just showing things, but not
Hmm.
explaining. And now you're explaining it. And it's
Yeah.
just about showing it, because you see what I'm saying? Like, I talk to my clients all the time, and I've been telling them the same thing for 5-6 years, and then you
Right.
tell them the same thing, and they just met you, and they're going to go do what you said.
Right.
And I've been telling them to do this for, 5 or 6 years. So it's about, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face. So, each one teach one. And you've
Right.
been doing a great job in motivating and inspiring people. And I want you to keep it up, because you have a gift. You have the
Thank you.
gift in what you're doing. And of course, you have two fantastic parents, that are backing no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And they created a great woman. And I love you,
I love you too.
so much. And I'm so proud of you. I want to continuously watch you grow. Remember, everything in life is trial and error. You
Yes.
have to go through struggles to get to success. You have
Yes.
to go through fear and failures to get to the financial aspect of life. And I'm not talking about financial, money-wise. I'm talking about financing here. This is the
Yep.
biggest bank right here, and you're
Yep.
filling that bank up on a daily basis. So continuously, filling that mental bank up, filling that emotional bank up, that spiritual bank up. And as long as you be yourself, people are going to be attracted to what you bring,
Right.
and it's coming, forcelessly. You don't have to force anything. So
Right.
I want to see more chatting with Kalia. I want to see
Tomorrow,
more of that.
actually.
Okay, good. All
Tomorrow.
right. I want to see more of that. I want to be tuning into that. I want to see more of you breaking down the exercises. And hopefully this weekend, maybe I join your boot camp class, the
All
online boot
right.
camp class. I know you probably gonna kick my butt. I've been getting my butt kicked like the alt for the past week. So
That's good though.
I definitely want to get on that. And then as soon as, we get off punishment, I'm going to come up and we're going to sit there and we're going to put a plan together. We need to have that Gia picnic,
Yeah.
the skating parties, the pool parties, all of that.
Everything.
The potlucks, bring that fun back in. Before we go, would you like to leave the people with anything? Anything else would you like to share?
I just would like to leave you guys with, honestly, whatever, little thing that you have in your head that drives you and that's burning at you, do it. That's something that was for me, this whole like platform of everything that I'm trying to do on social media. It's been burning at me for a long time and it never went away. So you just got
Good.
to act on it.
Good.
Whatever it is, those type of things, those burning sensations and stuff like that, that's something, that's your purpose. That's something that you have to
Yeah.
act on and you don't ignore. So you just
Good.
take everything day by day. Goal setting, writing things down, being able to see it visibly, writing it, what your goal is, what you plan to do. Be a visionary, be somebody that takes yourself seriously first. Invest in yourself and everything else will come to play. That's just something as I get older and just learning more and experiencing more
Right.
through loss and all that type of stuff, the bigger picture of life and what we're meant to do. And the more that I just, learn those type of things and tell people and talk with people, interact with people, I just realize, what we're meant to be on this earth. So I just
Wow.
really encourage you
Powerful.
all to look into yourself and really find what it is that motivates you and act on it now, because like I tell people all the time, we do not know how long we have on this earth. So
No,
don't
we
think
don't.
you have till tomorrow. Don't think you have until, because you don't know when your last day
Right.
is. So
Do
don't
it
ever
now.
think that far in advance. Yeah, do it now. The time
Do it
is
now.
now, literally. Literally,
Wow.
the time is now. So I
Incredible.
just leave that with y'all.
All right, cool. One last thing. Could you tell everybody where else they can find you guys at? We have Gia Fitness pinned already. Do you guys website? Would you like to share your website and then your Instagram?
Yeah, so the Instagram is Gia Fitness, Facebook as well is Gia Fitness,
Okay.
GIAH Fitness, and then you can follow us. You can go to our website, which is actually we're constructing it right now. Thank
Okay.
God, downtime allowed us to do that.
Right.
www.giafitness.com. So literally everything's all the same. Gia Fitness, whether it's
Right.
.com, IG, Facebook, and
Okay.
that's where you can find us and everything that we have going on.
Awesome. All right. Listen, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate this so much.
Thank
This is a
you.
huge blessing. God bless you continuously. Keep me posted and continue doing the great job you're doing. It's such an amazing sight for my eyes to see the transformation. Just keep pushing, keep going. If you ever need anything, you already know. I'm a
Yes,
phone call away. And have a
yes.
blessed day. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach K. You too.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. What's up, big bro?